Now, Russia's state nuclear company says it's evacuated nearly 200 workers from Iran's Bushehr Nuclear Plant in the south. It's after a strike near its vicinity killed a security guard and damaged a support building. Now, Russia partly constructed the Bushehr Nuclear Plant in Iran and helps operate it. Iran says the plant has been attacked 4 times since the war began. The International Atomic Energy Agency has expressed deep concern and has called for de-escalation. The head of the World Health Organization has also raised the alarm, saying in a statement, the latest incident involving the Bushehr Nuclear Power Plant is a stark reminder a strike could trigger a nuclear accident with health impacts that would devastate generations. With every passing day of this escalating conflict, the stakes and threats are raised higher and higher. We must de-escalate now. Peace is the best medicine. Akshay Diras is a research scientist at the University of Reading. He says an attack on the Bushehr power plant would cause radioactive leakage.
I think it's very important to keep in mind that nuclear reactors are designed to be safe, and this particular reactor in Bushehr has been hit 4 times in the past since 2 months. But so far, there has not been any major radiation leak as such. If we assume a really worst-case scenario that the strike is really bad and it starts, creating problems, the very first thing that's going to happen is that areas around the nuclear power plant will be impacted, because the radioactive stuff will start getting into the air. It will also start getting into the water. And it will not be an area where people can live, because it will just create damage to their health. And eventually, what really would matter is how much this radioactive stuff is able to spread further. But we don't know that at the moment. The first thing that's just going to happen is that radioactive stuff will get into the air. That could be isotopes of iodine or cesium. They will also get into water, which means that the water is not going to remain safe for any operations, be it desalination, or even the marine life is going to be impacted over there. For people, the very first thing is like those living near the reactor, they will have to evacuate, because the air will really become toxic. And if it starts spreading further, just talking about countries surrounding the Persian Gulf, so if the leakage is really strong, then I would say there will be some impact, but that will be mainly through water when it comes to countries like Qatar and Kuwait, because of the distance between Iran and these countries.